I tell you, a loyal GM worker, proud to be an owner, but the way that General Motors has treated the workers of Oshawa, I'd burn this thing in a goddamn minute. Well, if I didn't owe $30,000 on it.
You can see the rust on the General Motors sign, almost indicating that it's a rust belt. It's certainly an indication of a dying plant, and one the General Motors says will close at the end of this year. But just out of nowhere this week comes word that there's some sort of negotiation going on between UNIFOR and General Motors in Detroit to somehow save some of these jobs. It's a real mystery of what they're talking about, but needless to say, it's got some ears perked up here in Oshawa.
At the end of the day, I'm hoping that some sort of lifeline is extended to this plant. We can get to 2020 and our union can negotiate product for us or something. And we'll be through the UAW negotiations. But like I said, it's on our master bargaining committee. Greg Moffat, Jerry Diaz. The membership has the utmost faith in them, because you know what? You're right. Nobody else is sticking up for us. Jerry is.
And the big news is that there's discussions going on looking for some way of saving the footprint here in Oshawa that's been here for more than 100 years. Time will tell what happens, but I'll tell you this, people here are talking and they're hoping.
But if they're negotiating to save the jobs, yes, I think that's wonderful. There's already, people that are having difficulty finding jobs and retaining jobs, and if they're going to save them, then yes, they should save them. They should save all of them. I think it's terrible what's happening.
If they do it, that just make it so we're not Detroit all over again. It's like, look at Detroit after GM shut down there. It's what's going to happen to Oshawa. Anything is worth fighting for if you got a point. It's like, if nothing was worth fighting for, we wouldn't have what we have today. What's happening? They're being shut down. It's like they've got more than enough money, but they don't have enough to sustain a small factory of like, what, 4,000 people?
Yeah.
Anybody in these buildings are going to lose half of it. Like, as soon as Oshawa, the GM goes under, it's like, what's in Oshawa anymore? All you're going to get is drug dealers, criminals, and just, it's going to be Detroit all over again.
I think it's done. I don't think they're going to save anything. They've tried closing the plant before, and I think this time they're going to do it. I think Oshawa needs to face reality. Ford, I don't think Ford's doing enough. I'm not a big fan of his.
There's a little bit of a ray of hope that perhaps something can be done here in Oshawa. Time will tell. We'll keep our eyes on it. In the meantime, from Oshawa, hoping for the best for the hard-working workers here, unionized, and also management and all the spin-off jobs. Joe Warmington from the Toronto Sun.
They've tried closing the plant before, and I think this time they're going to do it. I think it'll be gone, and I think they need to think of a new name for the hockey team.